Welcome, come on in, my little Italia girls. Woo. Did you say you're a man? You're the prettiest man I've ever seen. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be here. I'm so tired. First things first, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. This is awesome. What a great, nice little, it's like a little AA meeting or something. Anime Anonymous. Hello, I'm an anime fan. Which is funny because I just came from, last night I flew in from Chicago because there's Chicago Wizard World this weekend. And they booked me in there, and I'm hanging out with Bill Shatner. I can't believe it. I'm hanging out with Captain Kirk. But Stan Lee was there, and Scott Bakula from Enterprise, and Quantum Leap, of course, and Avery Brooks from, what was he, Deep Space Nine? But it was funny because I was already booked into this event, and my manager said, "You need to go to Wizard World, it's huge. You need to be there." And I said, "Well, I'm supposed to go to San Jose." He said, "Well, Wizard World's 4 days. So why don't you go Thursday and Friday to Wizard World and then go to San Jose Saturday and Sunday?" I was like, okay. Had no idea how tired I would be flying. And you want to hear the best part? I was going to go back to LA tomorrow night after the convention was over, but no. I'm very excited that I got cast in something that records on Monday and Tuesday. But guess where it records? New York City. If you're a praying person, will you pray for me, please? I'm not kidding you. I am terrified. Tomorrow night, I have to take a red eye across the country to New York City. I get in at 8 a.m. and then I probably sit someplace in a dark room going, "Oh God, oh no," trying not to blow my voice out this weekend, and then record Monday and Tuesday before I fly back to LA on Wednesday, all the way back across. So think good thoughts for me, please. Which brings me to what I want to ask you. I want to ask you, please, to have mercy on me. I have to preserve my voice this weekend. I have to. I have to. If I show up on Monday after flying, and you know how bad flying is sometimes, it dries y'all out, and you get sick easily. If I show up in New York City after trying so hard to get this role and getting it, and then I show up and I sound like this, they'll kill me. I don't want to die. Some of you may want that. I don't. But I'm going to pray that you can't talk. But so please, I'd like to ask you, bear with me while I'm here this weekend, okay? Please don't ask me to do Broly, Kakarot yells, and please don't ask me to do crazy wild short rants, because you guys have seen enough videos to know that I do them. I love you guys, and I want so much to give you, a good time and to make you happy, but at the same time, I have to preserve my voice. I will be in bad trouble if I go all the way across the country and I can't do it. So, welcome, come on in, my little Italia girls. Woo! Did you say you're a man? You're the prettiest man I've ever seen. You're in America, huh? Okay, so, well, you're already, aren't you? I have a DVD with some fun videos I may or may not show you, depending on if you behave. Holly, you better behave. This girl, look at this sweet girl. This girl, when I first met her, she was 3. Okay, maybe not 3, but maybe 13. Right? She came, I even remember the convention I met you at. It was, don't tell me, San Francisco, anime, not overdose. Yes! Oh my gosh. How long ago was that? 2006. I was 14. So it's great to see familiar faces here. I see a lot of people I've seen at some other events, and I love seeing you. I want to spend as much time talking with you about anything you want to talk about. I have to tell you before I get started that if you have not yet looked up Star Trek Continues, go find it. Close, but no. Actually, no. I just started, I've got a whole bunch of people together, and we have started a new web series called Star Trek Continues. And it takes place, do you know about this? It takes place, do they know about this across the sea? It takes place immediately where the original series ended. So like the last episode of the original series was an episode called Turnabout Intruder. And at the end of that episode, Kirk, Spock, and Scotty stepped into the turbo lift and the door shut. Shh. The door shut and you never saw any more Star Trek.
Except for those 6 movies.
That doesn't count. I'm talking about the original series. Watch my lips. TOS. The original series of Star Trek. That was the last we ever saw. And so we picked it up right where they left off. Literally, right where they left off. The door shut, and now you're in the turbo lift with Kirk, Spock, and Scotty. And it just continues as if it never ended. Now, we just, last week? Yes, oh my gosh. Last week, I was a guest at Shore Leave in Baltimore. It's a big Star Trek convention. And we premiered our first vignette, our little trailer, and it's online, and you guys need to go see it. And you need to tell your parents, who I know are Star Trek fans. Right? I'm right. There you go. Get your dad on the horn and tell him Star Trek Continues, all right? In case you don't have enough motivation to check it out, how many of you know who played Scotty, the original Scotty, in Star Trek? James Doohan. Guess who plays Scotty in my series? His son, Chris Doohan, is playing his father's role. How cool is that? And how many of you guys watch Mythbusters? Me too! Grant Imahara from Mythbusters is playing Sulu. Oh my! He's playing Sulu, and I've got a couple of other voice actors playing like Spock and McCoy, and I am going to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing Captain Kirk. So, even though I'm much older than William Shatner was when he played the original Captain Kirk, I'm going to do it anyway. So, I'm not going to do it like that, though, by the way. I will not do it like that. In case you're thinking, you're not going to really do that, are you? No. So, let's see. Watch it. It's on Vimeo. Spread the word. It's only been up like for 5 days, and it's got like 13,000 views already. So, there are a lot of Star Trek fans out there. And you know what? There are a lot of anime fans that are sci-fi fans. And there are a lot of sci-fi fans that are anime fans. I see this at a lot of conventions I go to. So pass the word on that, and I think you'll really enjoy it. StarTrekContinues.com is the website. Pretty easy to remember. And we have a Facebook page too, so come join us, all right? Winry, come on there. And hey, see, there's another familiar face. Hi. Let's see. Let me tell you what I'm working on right now, in case one of the questions is, what are you working on right now? So I'll tell you. I'm working on Bleach. As you know, Bleach is like, they have an ending now. It actually is going to end. It is not the show that never ends. That's One Piece. But, hey, you guys, did you go to the little sushi boat place over here? The little floating sushi place? They have little anime characters on the boats. It's so cute! I saw like characters and like they had Usopp from One Piece, and that's Sonny Strait, my friend Sonny. You guys know he plays Hughes on Full Metal. Well, I was like taking pictures of the boats going by and texting them. Like I texted Sonny, I'm like, look, it's your character. then little Luffy would come by, and I would send that picture to Colleen Clinkenberry. Yo, it's a character. It's Woofy. Woofy. That's weird. Anyway, sounds like a drug. Anyway, so that was fun. You should go over there. It's pretty yummy. And oh my gosh, you make an awesome Edward Elric. You look fantastic. You may be a little bit too tall, but apart from that, no, actually, you may be a little too tall. How tall are you?
Like 4'11".
Did you know that's how tall he is? Oh my gosh, don't grow anymore. You are perfect for this cosplay right now. Alright? Don't grow. Are you his dad? Are you the dad here? Cut the legs. Do whatever you need to do. Stop it, this will not work. You're too tall. But then you have to go to play Al then next, right? If you shoot, your dad should play Al. Oh my gosh, that would be the cutest thing ever, right? I love it. You just have to get your dad to learn to say, brother! You can't say, brother. Okay, who's got a question here? We'll start off. I know he does. Yes.
You say that you're working on Bleach right now. The truth is, the Bleach, while I love it, I have never seen a franchise more needy and more desperate to try and get the fans. They're basically saying, please keep reading and watching. We promise it will get better.
Is there a question in there?
Say what?
Yeah, play. Oh, nice saber, dude. That's Luke's saber from A New Hope, from the first movie. I love it. I'm playing Ikaku. Actually, I play several characters now. You know, Ikaku's Bankai became a person. Remember, Hozukimaru, and then there's another character named Senbon Zakura. I play him, and yeah. So you gotta let me hold this lightsaber. Give me that. You want to know how much of a nerd I am? You ready for this? This prop, which was made for the original Star Wars movie, the original, like we're talking 70, what was that? 77? Okay? They didn't custom make props for that movie. They didn't have enough money to do that. So they started scrounging around in bins of junk and finding what they could and sticking it together. This is Luke's lightsaber, but in actuality, it is a vintage 1940s Graflex flash unit. How many of you ever seen in the old movies where the photographers go like this? They have a big camera, and then they have a flash on the side. This is the flash unit. See this right here? This slides down onto the camera. See this? This is where the bulb goes, right in there. And they covered the clamp up with a bubble from an LED bubble from a calculator. And then he needed grips, right? These are windshield wipers. Is that amazing or what? I'm not kidding you guys. Apart from those changes, this is a replica, but the original right here said Graflex. There are close-ups of Luke's saber that says you can see Graflex on the thing in the first movie. Second movie, you know what they did? They're like, oh crap, they can read Graflex. So they took a piece of chrome tape and they just put it around the name. And they made a couple of changes. They took one of these buttons and they put it down here. And then Mark Hamill used to complain that the grips would always fall off. When he was holding it, they would come loose. So they cut little notches down here at the bottom of each of the grips, and they literally riveted the grips to the saber so they wouldn't come off. And then they put a new ring on the end, and then they got rid of the LED bubble, and they put a circuit board, the little gold lined circuit board in its place. See, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. And I have all of them at home. I have all these really high, expensive sabers. I can't pay my car payment, but I have all these awesome sabers. So yeah, Bleach, which he doesn't like, and Naruto, and let's see, Naruto, and there's some new shows coming out. Oh my gosh, can I tell you something? There's a new show that I just finished at Funimation. They have not really, they've not like announced it yet, so I'm not allowed to talk about the name. But I gotta tell you guys, I want you to watch for it, okay? It's the funniest thing. The character that I play is like it's like the most fun voice actor's dream of a character. I will be looking forward to telling you about it. I'm on Twitter, so if you're not following me on Twitter, please do, because as soon as I'm allowed, I'll shoot out the name of this thing. But I want you to check it out, okay? In fact, I want you to help me with a little experiment, all right? I was talking to the head of production at Funimation a couple of months ago, and I said to him, you know, there are a lot of fans out there who like to watch shows that certain actors are in. And I'll bet that if I start like telling people how awesome this show is, if I start telling people how awesome this show is, they will, they may watch it, because if I tell them it's really good and they'll enjoy it, they may check it out. And they're like, I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I don't think really, you know, people talking about, you know, like actors talking about shows will really make that much of a difference. I think it will. So here's what I would like you guys to do. Follow me on Twitter, and as soon as I let you guys know what this is, start kind of jazzing it up and telling your friends and check it out on whatever, Netflix or wherever you like to watch anime, or however you like to watch your anime. Because I told them that I think that if you guys see that an actor is really excited about something, that it makes you kind of curious to see it. And I mean, I know that's the way I am. If I hear somebody talking about something, I'm like, oh, I'm going to check that out. So be looking for it, and as soon as I'm allowed to announce it, I will. There are 2 new shows in Los Angeles that I just started working on. How many of you guys have seen Panty and Stocking? Oh my gosh, that show's perverted.